Welcome back to the show. We are joined once again by Jeff Kennedy of the Kennedy Wealth Group to talk about you and your money. And this week, Jeff, you're focusing in on a very important issue for parents, and that's savings for college. And this is a very important issue, especially for young parents, right?
Yeah, it really is. And I was having that very conversation just today when we were talking about what's this going to cost them and how much do you have to save. Unfortunately, many young, enthusiastic parents come in wanting to save for the kids, and they kind of put the cart before the horse. Right. You know, in my talking with my clients, I like to advise them, of course, do the planning thing in perspective. Make sure you have all the foundational elements in place. And there are several steps between getting started and getting to college education, as you see. And so I want to make sure that they don't get that upside down.
Right. Get that pyramid correct is what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Okay, now what are some of the best accounts to use for college savings?
Well, many people, of course, are familiar with 529s and ESAs, or education savings accounts, which are also referred to as Coverdales, and they think those are the best or maybe the only opportunities or options, savings vehicles for college. And they can be very good, but I find there's a lot of limitations on those types of accounts. For example, what if the kids don't go to college, or if they get a full ride to college? Now, there's quite a bit of limitations there. So in some cases they work very well. In others, there are other opportunities. You can use a Roth IRA, for example, to pay for college, either in the parent's name. Grandparents can gift those things, or even in the kids' names if they have some income that they earn along the way. And I like to give my clients more control, and using these types of investment vehicles makes a dollar do more than just save for college. Life insurance, for example, is a great way to save for college as well. Let's
talk about that. How can they use it? How does that work?
Well, most people would never think about it in this context, but of course there's just the very basic way of, if a grandparent has some life insurance on themselves, most of the time one of your four grandparents pass away during the time you're around college, or just after, or something like that. So it can be used that way, as a good way to leverage up dollars tax-free to the grandchildren to pay for college, or even pay for their loans after the fact. But then there are a lot of ways to structure life insurance for the living benefits. You can borrow from the account, pay for college, and even put money back into it, which you can't do with an education savings account, 529 or Roth. You can't get that money back into it to continue to grow, to be used for something else like retirement or estate planning down the road.
Okay, Jeff, we are just about out of time. What are we talking about next week?
Well, true diversification. Most people think that I've got some stocks, I've got some bonds and some cash, and I'm diversified. There might be a surprise in there for you.
Okay, a little something extra there. All right, very good. Thanks, Jeff. Now, don't forget also, we continue to post all of our interviews here with Jeff on our KHQA YouTube page. You can find them right there as well. And we will see you back here again next week for another edition of Financial Friday. We'll be back with more news right after this.